Well, looks like I'm not gonna have a time to work on this car for quite a long time, at least for a month and a half, unfortunately, because you guys who ordered actually pre-ordered the subframe, it's they all sold. I think kind of accidentally we've ordered another set of two. If I don't. I have to speak with Steve. I don't remember if we got two left or we ordered another two, so they're still available at the price of the pre-order. But regardless, one way or another, we have still two available. Other than that, all the pre-orders have sold well pretty much very quickly, and it's all here. So this is gonna be quite a busy month because loads of work. There's another one in Gloom being done. One is almost finished. Both of them need to be done today, by tomorrow, the latest. And this subframes. There's I think 3 or 4 sets of VR6. One for DSG, actually two for DSG gearbox, and 1 or 2 for manual gearbox. There as well, I have to make them because we ran out of stock. We got everything in stock for the 1.8, but VRs, new stock is here. So that's a lot of welding. I remember this subframe is one of them. Last time it took me pretty much 2 days to assemble, to weld up, because he's a bitch to actually do it. They're beautiful, they're strong, is great, but it takes some time and effort to assemble them. Now, we run into a little bit of a problem because the subframe is great, it's looking good with all the welds. I like it, I really like it. This is the way I want it. Obviously, this is gonna be the first one that's gonna stay on our car because the logo is upside down, as you do. And but what I wanted is Steve is like, listen, we have to do something with these arms. There's no way we can paint these because they're rusty. We can't, this is a good car. This is the one we're selling, the VR6 turbo manual with this subframe. With this subframe, you have to have some nice arms. So I was looking at the options, and it's two. First one is get these arms new. Because these arms, first of all, they rust as badly as the subframe, if not worse, and they look rubbish. These bushes, they're not actually too bad, they're fairly solid, but not great. If you have to change them, you can buy them and change just the bushes. You have to press them out, burn them. Different people use different solutions, different techniques, and replace them, or remove these somehow and put poly bushes ones. Either way, it's not very that cheap. If this one worn out, is gone, you have to change the whole arm regardless, because they are not adjustable. If you're thinking this is a rod end the same as you'll be using on your steering, and you say, okay, why is not threaded in? Well, there's a reason for that, because you should not adjust the length of these arms. And you know what I mean, because you can buy adjustable arms, but there is a plus and minus. There's a positive and negatives to adjust the length of the arms, but that's for another video, because again, there's something people don't know about these cars, about these arms. But we have to have a dedicated video about the whole geometry and everything, because it's simple, but it's complicated if you don't know. So back to us, these arms. So how much is it to buy the whole set of arms? And it's 6 of them in total, and I think it was 650 or 750. It was something ridiculous for just standard arms. It was like, well, I'm not having that, because no, it's just they're not really that good quality. If they were good, different story, but they're not. So okay, so how much are the adjustable ones? How much? What is the people that use adjustable ones, like motorsport grade, with the ball joints and all that stuff? Let's have a look. So we had a look at them, and some of them are good, some of them not really, because apparently this, if you can see, this here sometimes is too wide, and they say this spacing is wrong. I can't remember, but I've seen some complaints, few complaints about those arms. I don't know what companies, don't quote me on this. I don't even know if there was a real issues or people have missing spaces or something. I don't know. I just read that there were complaints. But again, take it with a pinch of salt because complaints have no ground until proven they are real. Okay, because a lot of people complain about this stuff. Turns out they haven't fitted the space that's supposed to be, or the arm is for the other side or something like this. So I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I'm not a big fan of those, regardless. Not too bad, better than standard ones, I guess. But this is not something I wanted. I wanted something different. Because the subframe is lifetime, is stainless, is built the way it is. I say I want the arms to be the same. What can we buy? Because I want the arms to be forever, lifetime. I want them to have bushes that you can, if they are worn, if they're gone for any reason, you can replace them easily. And I want them strong, not too heavy. Nothing on the market. Well, you see where this is going, right? Oh, fuck, I'm just gonna show you. It's not finished. This is just the first prototype. I'm showing you just as showing you the subframe. Yeah. This is just quick assembly. It's not finished. This end is not done. On this side, we're gonna use these sort of rose joints, motorsport grade rose joints. So there's a lot of said about the rose joints. Different grades, different prices. Lots of different options. We're using only the top spec, very strong chrome moly, race spec, like I say, rose joints that I used all the race cars, top spec race cars. They are corrosion resistant, so no worry about that. However, they are quite sensitive to dirt going into there. So what we're using like a rubber boot to protect them. You fill them with grease, blah blah, and they're gonna last long time. However, everything worns out, like we say with the original amps. Instead of bushes, you're gonna have this, so everything is solid. So it's pretty much race spec, but durable as well. Because sometimes on the racing is not durable. You do few races and you have to change everything. Not these. These are gonna be fine. When you have to change them, all you have to do is just unscrew them from the arm and screw them back together. It's literally 3 minutes, including make yourself a coffee. All of them. Now, the one that we're gonna have, this, we're not gonna change. I thought we're gonna put adapter. So this could be here as, let me show you, as adapter, and then just normal screw, and then we're gonna put the rose joint. But I think that will increase the price quite a lot with not very good advantages. These are good, these are alright, this is a good system. I think we're gonna keep it standard. The only thing is this is gonna be threaded. So when this goes, you just buy another one, 20 quid or 30 quid, whatever it is, or even cheaper, and just put it back on. Simple. So everything is as I want it. Serviceable. You can change not the bushing, the other ends, unscrew, screw them back in. That end, unscrew, screw the other one, the new one back in, and the arms are gonna be lifetime. Now, yes, they are stainless, again, same grade, 316, so never gonna rust even in surface, no matter what. Always gonna be this for over 1,000 years, no problems. So is the stainless perfect material to make arms and this kind of structure? No, it is not. Before you ask, it is not. Is mild steel perfect material to make the arms? No, it is not. Every material, every welding technique has cons and pros. The good thing is, if you know the materials you're working with, you know how to work around the negatives. There are a couple of negatives from stainless, using stainless when you build a structure and you weld it up. So you cannot use, to say a short, you can use the same structure that you can use with mild steel on stainless steel. That's why they're a little bit more complicated, to say so. But the result is that these are probably 10 times stronger than the original ones. They're heavier than the original ones? Yes, but anything is going to be heavier than the original ones. Besides, these are not very that lightweight. We're going to weigh them up anyway. We're going to show you the difference as we do with the subframe. But I think my arms, those ones, are not heavier than the ones with the adjustments. Aftermarket ones to adjustments. They all are going to have the adjustments, but the aftermarket ones that already exist on the market, which they are built in mild steel and powder coated. Powder coating is fine, painting is fine, but essentially it's gonna, it's gonna rust through anyway, sooner or later. How long is it gonna stay painted, depending on powder coating, how good it is, etc., or where you live as well. Bear in mind, arms and subframe is one of the lowest parts of the car. If a stone hits you, powder coating paint, the layer, and it cracks it, all you need is a crack or a bit of space between the paint and the metal. It's going to create moisture, it's going to create corrosion. Simple as that. These they want. The reason I'm making this way is that, like I said before, this is what I want. I want this sort of arms. I want them I want to be able to service them whenever I want, cheaply, easily, without special tools, without cursing. That's what I'm doing. And this is what I'm putting in production. Quite simple, nothing else to it. If someone else is gonna say, this is over-engineered, like people said about the subframe, yeah, absolutely it is over-engineered. It's more than you need. We agree on this. Is it a bad thing? I don't think so. If you think this is a bad thing because it's over-engineered, it's too good, it's too strong, it's too whatever, get the standard one. It's quite simple. But if you like them, I think they're gonna be available in, I don't know, I would say 2 or 3 weeks realistically, because this is not the final version. Again, we had a couple of ideas and I wanted to assemble this one to check something, and the final product is going to be almost identical. You're probably not going to see any difference, but it's just the assembly line that I want to do. Yeah, and it's in line with the subframe. Why not? The whole lot. Not the end of the development. Actually, I'm not going to do anymore, but I'm just enjoying it. I like it. So we are going ahead. And yes, we are working on the hubs already. And the next video probably we're going to make about this geometry and explaining these arms, the lengths, because there's a lot to know. It's complicated if you don't know. If you know, it's simple. But it's quite problematic if you don't know what you're doing. Anyways. That's the news. Shouldn't show you before it's actually all complete with rose end and the whole lot, all 6 of them, but I couldn't resist. I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you now. Beautiful.